Isolation. The abusive person tries to cut the partner off from all resources. If you have same-sex friends, you're a whore or a slut, or always accused of cheating. If you're close to your family, you're tied to the apron strings. The abuser will accuse people who are supportive of causing trouble and may restrict use of the telephone. So now I'm not even going to let you have a cell phone. I'm not going to let you do certain things. They will gradually isolate you from all of your friends. Now, there's a way that we can be a co-conspirator in that. We can be so excited to be in a relationship, to be loved, to be touched, to be enjoyed, to be shared with, that we join into this in this isolation period. Part of that is normal. That's when we're bonding together. That's when we're getting to know each other. That's when, no, you hang up the phone. No, you hang up the phone. Or you want to see the person every day, or you're emailing back and forth. Part of that is normal. But when it starts to become restrictive, that I don't want you talking to such and such, we can express in a relationship, because that's fine. You know something? Your friend such and such makes me feel uncomfortable because, or, you know, I worry about, you know, you hanging out with that friend because of certain things that I've seen them do. Maybe they're more active in drugs, maybe they're drinking, maybe different kinds of things like that. Or, you know something, if we're actually going to be in a solid relationship, do you need to hang out at nightclubs so much? You know, I know before we were together you were going 3 times a week, but maybe there's other ways that we can fill our times together rather than you going there, because I do feel some level of insecurity there. And that is something, a big thing to admit. They may not let you use a car, or have one that is reliable. So my car works, but we never have quite enough money to fix your car, because part of what a car is, particularly in America, is freedom. And it may try to keep you from working or going to school. Don't worry, I make plenty of money. You don't need to work. Or you'll never be able to understand that. You wouldn't get a degree in that. It'll take too long. Oh, you know, no, we can't do it now. That part of a relationship, and this is important for same-sex people, same-sex interested relationship people to hear, is that a relationship is not only just 2 people being together and being vulnerable together, but it's also about growth. How am I helping you grow, and how are you helping me grow? That a relationship is even a little bit like, if we can look at it, compare it to a job or to a career, which is the same. Men are generally very good at understanding it when I paraphrase it in this way, that, okay, I've entered into it now. What is kind of the arc that is going to happen here? How am I growing in this relationship? What is this doing for me? How am I becoming a better human being? Is this in help me that, you know, that maybe by sharing expenses and someone encouraging me, I've actually decided to take the plunge and go into, let's say, graduate school or into a different career altogether, because now I don't have to worry entirely about the bills myself, or I can actually change a job that I haven't liked for a long, long time, and I've got somebody encouraging me that, you know something, you have some great abilities and you can do this, and I'm supportive of you. That's part of what a relationship is valuable for also. Something I also tell people in my workshops is that, unfortunately, too many men in particular decide that, based upon initial experiences they may have had in the gay community, to avoid relationships, not looking for a relationship, not interested, no strings attached. This is also a level of self-abuse, because part of what happens in that is you're missing out on the important growth that a relationship brings. There is nothing like another human being on your side. One, by the factoring of your potentiality and that person's potentiality, that if you work hard as one individual, you can work 40 hours a week. Maybe you can even work 80 hours a week. Imagine 2 people working together. So that's why it's even valuable to go through something like this and look at your relationship, because you want to make that as seamless as possible for 2 people learning how to work as a team based upon how their personality may be, before one is too extreme or the other. One of the things that's also important is that some abusers will try to get you into legal trouble so that you're afraid to drive or to go out. So you've got too many tickets, you can't do things, you have a record, you have a warrant out on you. That part of, even if it's just a small one, or you've been caught jumping the turnstile, it's a big one here when I used to work with young adults in New York City, that they may use legal against you. You may have fears of the police because you may have had some negative experiences, or you may have had some jail or prison experiences, and they use that against you. Oh, come on, what's the world going to think of a jailbird like you? That's abuse as well. That a partner helps encourage you, help you to grow beyond that, helps to soothe and alleviate some of your fears, but doesn't exacerbate them, and doesn't poke at them, and doesn't re-wound you where you might feel, vulnerable, or you might feel scared, or you might feel that you aren't capable of doing some things. That's not where a partner strikes at. A partner is someone who embraces your fear and works you through it. And as you're embracing each other, you embrace their fear and help them work through their fears and their growth and the help that they may need. Blaming others for problems. If your partner is chronically unemployed, someone who's always doing them wrong, or is out to get them, they may make mistakes and then blame you for upsetting them so that they can't concentrate on their work. They will tell you that you are at fault for almost anything that goes wrong. 1, that's a neurotic. 2, people do this. Men do this. And I can even say, from experience, gay men do this. And part of what it comes from is that if